Hi everyone and welcome. Today we are looking at the Mezco 112 Collective Captain America Con exclusive. Now this figure came out last year for Comic-Con and was available to purchase at Mezco's website and other retailers. And this is by far one of the nicest figures I've seen that Mezco has come out with. I mean, they are knocking it out of the ballpark with these figures because of the articulation that they come, and also the fact that they are able to make this fabric look so nice and realistic. I mean, on camera I'm sure you might see that the fabric doesn't look that well, but in hand with your own eyes they look so much better. It's like you can't really, photos and videos do not give this thing justice. And today I'm going to be doing some changes to my figure. One of the things that really bugged me when I got this figure was the fact that the shoulder strap that holds the shield is actually the same color as the suit. Now I don't know why Mezco decided to do this. It seems kind of odd because it just doesn't seem like that's what the straps would look like, because predominantly they've always been either black or brown, but it's not something that I really like, and it's not appeasing for me in this type of figure. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be repainting the straps to look more like the belt, or if not, just to make it look much nicer, so that it stands out and it makes it look like he's actually using the straps instead of it being kind of blended into the costume. So let's get to it. Now the paints that I'm going to be using today are going to be two types of paint. For the base coat, or the base paint on there, I'm going to be using Model Masters Flat Black to basically cover up the strap where all the blue area is. And then we're going to be using afterwards, once it dries off, I'm going to be using German Uniform Feldgrau, which is a type of gray paint, as a dry brush over it to make it look much weathered. Now I've taken the strap off of Captain America, and as you can see it's all basically a blue plastic, and it's been painted with some silver bits here, and then the back. The thing about that kind of bugs me is that, as you might not be able to see it, but on these straps it's very nicely detailed in there, so it makes it look like it's leathery, but you can't tell because the plastic of it. You can see that it was somewhat, I believe it was somewhat made so that it could be painted on, but they didn't do it, so that's what we're going to be doing right now. Now what I've done here is I have mixed the flat black with some of the German gray to make it more of a dark gray instead of just a regular black, because the actual belt on Captain America itself, the base color is a little bit of a dark gray, so I don't want them to mismatch whatsoever. So I'm just going to get some of that painted that I've pre-mixed, and I'm going to start painting that on. And I'm just going to be painting it on top of the plastic but not underneath it, because I have a fear that at some point the paint rub will start to happen and it'll come off the clothes, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to be focusing my efforts on top of the straps primarily. As you can see, it's starting to look really nice. As you can see right here, it's really kind of cool. Makes it look a little bit like a very silverish, I mean not silverish, like a very gray, or if not really worn out black leather, which happens because leather doesn't stay forever black, it tends to wear out. So Captain America has straps here that are worn out from all of his days of fighting in World War II and with the Avengers and all. Now as you can see, half of the strap is already done, and it's starting to look really nice. It's really cool. I'm going to continue on off camera to paint the rest of this, and then we're going to come back and paint the inside of these areas with a much more pointed brush, so that we can get into that detail. Now with both straps painted gray, all we got to do now is finish up with the little details in here using a very thin brush. So we're going to get some paint, and we're going to work our way in there. Don't worry about little areas, you can always clean them up with your finger. Just want to get enough paint in that area. Ooh. Just wipe away some of that stuff. There you go. Now with the straps all painted and done, we're going to add some weathering effects. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using the gray from the German gray. We're going to add some to our brush, and we're going to do a dry brush, so we're going to get some paint on that brush. Then we're going to just wipe some of it off with a paper towel, enough that you barely have some paint on there. And then we're going to lightly use it on the straps. So there's no need to put so much paint. Just enough to give it some highlights. Not sure if you can see the difference. It's actually looking nicer. You can see the details on the straps now. And I keep doing that. Oop, that's a little bit too much. So you'll make mistakes, but it's fine. It's just paint, and you can always redo it. Dry brushing really just makes the certain details pop more, and it makes it look so much nicer. So you make a mistake, it's fine. You can just try to rub it off with your hand, and if that doesn't help, then just repaint it, and that's not a problem. But as you can see, the differences between this side and this side is very noticeable. So let's continue on. And this is the end result of the straps. They look so much nicer. So let's just put it on Captain America and see how it really looks. Now as you can see, Captain America's shoulder straps now look exactly like his belt. So it looks all like it's one piece of his uniform, which is great. I think this is just a great figure now with this new painted details on him. As you can see up close, there's a lot of detail in those straps. You just couldn't see it because it was just blue plastic. But now with the straps painted like a dark gray and a very light gray dry brush, he looks so much nicer, and it looks like it fits well with his belt, so it's all part of his uniform. But yeah, this is one of my favorite figures now, with the straps being the color that I think it should have been in the beginning. So this is awesome. So there you have it, guys. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this tutorial was very helpful. I'm really happy how the end result ended up with these straps. It looks so much better to me. I'm just so glad I have this figure and with these new painted straps. And I'm hoping that this videos are helping you guys experiment and try new things for your figures, because it's always fun to be able to do things with these figures because they're yours, and sometimes you just want to push it and make it much better. But anyways, hope you liked it. If you liked it, please press the like button, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put it on the video below, and I will catch you guys later.